Hello students, I am Hasina BV, Assistant Professor of Computer Science Department, Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. I am presenting this video for the subject Problem Solving and Python Programming, and we are going to see some topics from the 5th unit. The 5th unit is about files, modules and packages, and in this video we are going to see one topic, first topic, that is files. And we are going to see how to open and how to close a file and what are all the different file opening modes available in Python. First of all, let us see about files. So nowadays we are using computer and we are using many softwares for various our operations, and we are doing many online transactions using the online applications. So after doing the work, we will save our contents, we will save our documents. So the contents will be saved as files. So the file is a named location on a disk to store related information. So it is used to store contents or the data in the hard disk permanently. The hard disk is called as non-volatile memory. Another one type of memory is there, that is RAM memory, which is volatile. Volatile means we will lose our data when the computer is turned off. But when we store our documents as files in the non-volatile memory, it will be stored permanently. So we can use it in future. Okay. So there are many types of files are there, like data file, text file, program file and directory file. Python provides many inbuilt functions for creating, writing and reading files. So in many applications, many online real-time applications are manipulated with the help of Python application programs. So many real-time softwares are there, online systems are there. So the databases are manipulated and maintained with the help of softwares. In recent days, the Python language is used in such softwares. So we can access the file, we can modify the file, we can do necessary manipulations on the file with the help of Python program. So for that in Python we are having many inbuilt functions for doing such file operations. So there are two types of files are there that can be handled by the Python. First one is text file, second one is binary files. In binary files, they are having only zeros and ones format. Text files. Text files are structured as a sequence of lines where each line includes a sequence of characters. So each line is terminated with a special character called as end of line character. Text files may be of different types. These classifications are based upon the softwares from which we are creating the file. For example, web standard files are there, source code. Source code means programming files. And we all know when we save the file, each file will be saved with the particular extension. The extension is based upon the type of file or the type of software or the type of application on which we are creating the file. For example, C programming file will be saved with the extension .c. Java will have the extension .java and Python will have the extension .py. Similarly, all different softwares producing the files with the particular extension. Documents files will be there, then tabular data. For example, tabular data files are created with some applications like Microsoft Excel. Then configuration files are there. Binary files. Binary files means they follow a specific format because the binary files are encoded in the binary format. We cannot understand the binary format content. Only the computer or only the particular application can only access and understand the content present in the binary file. So when we want to process the binary file from our Python program means we need a specific type of software to open it. Binary files are maybe consist of different types of data like text, images, audio and video. Next we shall go to the file operations. So already we told the Python program. From the Python program we can access the files. So the Python program is the trending language to develop the softwares. The softwares are used to manipulate the files for the real-time applications. So when the user want to do some operations on the file from the Python language, we want to do three different operations, three necessary operations. First one is opening the file. We have to first of all open the file. Second, we can do read or write operation on the file. Read means we can access the existing file. We can read the content present in the file. We can get the data present in the file. Write means we can modify the file. We can change the contents present in the file. And after using the file, after doing necessary operations on the file, we have to close the file. So first, now we are going to see how to open the file. What is the method available to opening a file? So to open the file, Python having a method called as open method. This is a built-in method, the built-in function. The function is otherwise called as method. So Python having the built-in method open to open a file. This function or this method returns a file object and this method has two arguments. First one is file name, second one is file opening mode or the opening mode. The opening modes will specify the mode of operation, whether we want to open the file for read operation, write operation or appending operation. So that mode is represented as the second parameter or the second argument. And now we can see the syntax of the file opening. File object equal to open of. Inside the bracket we are having two arguments. First argument is file name, comma second argument is mode. File name is the full path of the file. That is, we have to mention the name of the file with the extension along with their path, that is from which folder we are saving the file. So the total path have to be mentioned as the first argument, and we have to, since it is a string, we have to put it inside the double quotes. Also we have to put the second argument file opening mode inside the double quotes or the single quotes. File object is the right hand side, we are opening the file with the open method and we are assigning the return value to the left hand side file object. Here left hand side file object is the object we are creating for this particular file. That is, we are creating on variables. Simply we can say we are creating on variable. With this variable only we are going to refer this file in the entire program. Okay, the file will be declared with the variable, or the variable is otherwise called as object here. Okay, the file will have one variable name or the object name with this. So after that, whenever we want to refer the file for read or write, we have to mention this file object. And we are seeing the example now. We are going to open the file like text.txt, and the particular file is stored in the folder Python in the E drive. So we are having two examples. In the first example, we are opening the file and we are storing the file with the file object f. So we are putting the file variable name or the file object name as f, and we are opening the file, and we can see the second argument. The second argument is the file opening mode. In the first example, the opening mode is read. We have mentioned as R. In the second example, again we are using the same file object f, and in the second example we have opened the file for write operation. We have mentioned w in the place of mode. Okay, likewise we can open the file. Next we are having the different file opening modes available in Python. So we are having many modes. Most common modes are read and write. So R, first mode is R. R means read mode. Simply we can use it to read the mode. In read mode, we can only retrieve the content. We cannot do any changes on the file. We cannot update the file. We can only read the content already existing in the file. that is called as read mode. Next mode is RB. RB means read mode, that is read in binary format. So that we can read the file, but the file will be retrieved in binary format, that is read only in binary format. R plus means opens a file for both reading and writing. We can do both operations, we can read and write. RB plus means open a file in read and write only mode in the binary format. Plus means read and write. We can easily remember plus means read and write, B means binary format. So RB plus means we can read and write a file but in binary format. W means write mode. So in this mode we can write the data into the file, or we can modify the file, content of the file. Okay. Then WB means open a file for write only mode, that is in the binary format, writing in the binary format. Okay. Then W plus means open a file for both reading and writing. Also WB plus. WB plus means open a file for both reading and writing in binary format. And again some modes are there for appending. A means append mode. Append mode is used to append data into the file. Append means the existing content cannot be modified. Additional content can be added to the end of the file. That is called as appending. Okay. So the content cannot be modified. Only additional content can be added using the append mode. AB means appending in binary format. A plus means both append or read mode. Both we can do with the help of A plus mode. AB plus means open a file for appending and read only mode in binary format. Okay. Now we are seeing about the closing a file. So after we do necessary operations on the file, after opening the file we will do necessary read operation, write operation, etc. So finally we have to close the file. For closing a file we are having the method close method. Okay. Close method. The close method is very simple method which do not have any arguments. The syntax is file object dot close. File object is initially when we open the file we will create the file object now, that is we will declare one variable name to the file now, that is called as file object. The same file object has to be mentioned while we close the file. For example, we are seeing an example f1 equal to open off. We are opening on file, that is we are opening sample.txt file in one particular mode, that is WB mode. After that we are printing, we are getting on content, we are on detail from the file, that is the detail is f1 dot name. So when we apply like this, f1 dot name, when we apply like this, the file name will be retrieved, the name of the file. So actually the f1 is that particular file, isn't it? The name of the file will be retrieved and will be printed by this print statement. And finally we are closing the file by f1 dot close. So f1 dot close statement will close the file from the program. So by this small coding we will get the output. We will get the output from the print statement, that is name of the file. The file name will be printed. Now we can see the possible university questions from this topic. In this topic the possible question is probably how to open and close a file and explain the methods with example. We have to explain, we have to write down the syntax and example for file open and close methods. State the different file opening modes. This question is very important, university question. We have to list out the file opening modes as given in this particular table. So that's all about the topic. We'll see you with the next topic in the next video. Thank you all.